where only this farm section and the menus show. And you can make it bigger or smaller too. So you could be browsing email or, you know, browsing stores or watching a video or something and playing this game at the same time. I don't know much about it beyond that it's some sort of farm simulator. And it's supposed to be kind of cutesy, but we're going to dive in and see what the demo has to offer. So our first farm goal is to plant 3 cabbages. Our rewards are a leaf lamb, a sailor duck, and a mink shroom. These guys look pretty cute. That's interesting. There's some unlocks here for gold. There's more unlocks over here. So there's an egg here, and then there's the monster exchange here, and then there's something that's not only available in the full version here. So, we have Chinese cabbage. I don't know how, like, we don't seem to have any money, but maybe we can buy our way into debt here. Maturity time is 30 seconds, value is 10, watering frequency 3. Alright, so we've planted our 3 cabbages. Our first farm goal is completed. Let's claim our rewards. Okay, so we got the leaf lamb. I guess I can name these guys if I want to, it looks like. I don't think I will, but we got the leaf lamb. Has the special ability Eagle Eye, increases activity range by 10%. Effect stack. Work time 15, move speed 1.3, work range 1.65. Not quite sure what these stats are about yet, but we'll find out over time. We have the sailor duck. Okay, what does this say? Sow seeds, watering, picking. Okay, so that makes sense. We've got one guy to sow the seeds, one guy to water the plants, and one guy to pick the proceeds. The sailor duck here has diligent, increases action speed by 10%. So activity range, action speed. This guy doesn't have a special. His work time is 13.5, so he's a little bit lazier than leaf lamb. Has the same move speed and a slightly smaller work range. Then we have our mink shroom here. Good uptime, good move speed, good work range. All right. So, assign 3 monsters to work is our next goal, and our reward is 100 gold. So, how exactly did we afford this? Maybe we just, I'm not quite sure. Shovel up. Oh, I can get rid of my cabbage if I want. Let's go to the monsters tab. So these guys are working. Let's dispatch the sailor duck. We'll put him in range of all the goodies. And he'll start watering, it looks like. Oh, we need to plant everything first. So let's put our leaf lamb down. He'll plant all our plants for us, our cabbage, it looks like. Then sailor duck will water them. I think they have to be watered 3 times. Looks like it does take a minute here. Okay, for 50 gold I can expand to have more guys, it looks like. More guys resting, or... So the mink shroom is resting. These 2 are working. There's space for a 3rd, and I see. To have a 4th worker out on the field, we have to spend the 50 gold. So the resting mink shroom we can dispatch to harvest eventually. Now there's no zoom, but we can just kind of watch these guys do their jobs. He's planting. I can click on him and move him. Got it. Okay. I kind of interrupted his planting there, unfortunately. Mink shroom I don't think has anything to do. Oh, what is this? Oh, there's a little mushroom that I picked up for 1 gem. Okay, we have assigned all 3 monsters, so let's collect our reward. Okay, so now we have 100 gold and 1 little gem thingy. We're unlocking bean sprouts. Sell 10 cabbages from the storehouse. Okay, that's our next goal. Got it. That's for another gold. So, I mean, we might as well plant more cabbage, right? So this now is going to cost us? No. So it's like the Chinese cabbage is free, basically. Not quite sure about that. 30 seconds to maturity is not bad. So I think we're still waiting to harvest our first cabbage. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we definitely saw a cabbage head in here. So if I go to monsters, they're all working. buildings, we can build more farmland, the hatchery for 300. Like, we're gonna need more gold. I don't have statistics yet. Mutated crop, monsters, and achievement. We got like a gallery here. Okay. So I have 2 cabbage that I could sell from the storehouse here. We need to sell 10. I guess I'll set these up. There we go. So I'm not quite sure why... Oh, it's free to plant. It's 10 to sell. That's what the 10 represents. Okay. So we're going to let these guys do their work. Now, do I need to replant? No, everything's still planted. So I could dig these up and replace them. I probably should hold on to my gold early here, just in case, like, the tutorial wants me to do something. I've sold 2. I need 8 more. I mean, these guys have a limited range anyway, so getting another field wouldn't do much for me. There's another little gem. The gems are probably some sort of meta currency. All right. So we'll hang out here for a minute, let these guys do their jobs. I like that I don't have to do anything. I just hire monsters or capture pets or whatever you want to call them, and they do all the work for you. I am curious if there's some sort of speed up time mechanic. There doesn't seem to be. Okay. So in buildings, we have farmland here. We've got another storehouse we could build. The hatchery hatches monsters. The gold tree, we can tap it to drop coins. That's 1,000. The data center, 50,000. Purchase board, there's the fusion lab, there's the monster exchange. What else have we got? The urge bell and the rainbow altar. Summons a rainbow for 300 seconds, boosting farm-wide mutation rate by 30%. Okay. What are these? We've got a move button and a remove button. So I can, I guess, move buildings if I want. All right. They're taking their sweet time here with these cabbages, I will say. There we go. There's a third one. Okay. I mean, they're doing their work, right? I don't know if I can upgrade them or... Clicking on them doesn't seem to be a good idea. You're picking, you're sowing, you're watering. I mean, I guess that's good. I could expand, but I don't know how to get another monster yet. We got 2 more cabbages to sell. There we go. I think I somehow locked something there. No more little clickables around. So we gotta wait for these guys to do their jobs. I guess early on you just kind of like... I think I understand. So, like I said, this background here with the giant tree in the forest, normal, like if you take it out of full screen, it's not there. So I guess I'll show you. I don't have my background available, but if you turn off full screen mode, it's a little bit smaller. You can see your start menu down here. You can see your desktop up here. And I guess it's like an idle game, kind of like you take a few seconds to kind of get them working and then you go do something else, right? And you leave it up so you can see your little cute monsters at work and kind of keep tabs on what's happening. Oh, we got a little clickable there. Oh, could I have clicked on that little bird? Maybe. But we'll let these guys keep doing their job. There's 2 more for sale. Up to 6 out of 10. Looking good. So it looks like if I sell 50 cabbages, I can unlock bean sprouts, which maybe are worth more. Seed not unlocked. Okay. So they are a little bit on the slow side here. But I guess, like I said, I guess the idea is that you kind of play this in between doing other things. So since I'm playing the demo here and we're exploring what this little game has to offer, we're just gonna have to wait for them. Finish off my coffee. Watch my little ducks. I could like rename them maybe. Maybe we could spend some time working on that. Let's go to monsters here. So the working tab. Mink shroom. So it's a little mink with like a shroom mushroom cap. Let's see. Who should we name this? All right, we'll name this guy Linsenmeyer. There we go. The leaf lamb, I think, looks a little bit like a Pila. Oops. Pila. There we go. And then the sailor duck can be Distracticus. Some of my viewers who show up from time to time. If I get a fourth one, I should name it after Vux Banner, who used to be I forget what his name was. Okay, how are we doing here? 2 more. Okay, we're up to 8 out of 10. I would really like to improve my throughput here. Like, they're cute, for sure, and I like that they're doing the work for me, but they sure take a long time. So Pila has nothing to do some of the times. Maybe I should... Okay, so the other question is, do I want to send them to rest? I guess I can send... If I send them to rest, I can send somebody else out. But it doesn't look like they need rest. They'll just keep working forever. All right, let me go ahead and get another farmland here. We have the money for it. So just one more farmland costs 150. All right. Let's see. I don't know if I might have to move them around. I might not. But let's plant some cabbage there. No, okay, that's within his range. Got it. So we can get a little bit more going here as we earn more monies. Oh, there was a bird there. I gotta watch for the bird. Now, okay, so the other interesting thing here is that the screen has sort of shifted. It's way over to the left here. Oh, okay. WASD will... Oh, there's quite a bit. Maybe there's like a lot of stuff hidden behind these clouds for unlocks and such. There's 2 more. That lets me finish the farm goal. Now it wants me to expand the farmland to 10 plots, which I was going to do anyway. Okay, so let's get another piece of farmland here. Plant some more Chinese cabbage. If I go to monsters and select my planter, I can see her range. I can see Pila's range here. So it looks like if even a tiny little bit of the circle touches, we can go above and below, but it looks like we can't really go to the left. We're also gonna have to wait for more gold to come in, it looks like. It's gonna take a minute here. Distracticus doing a good job watering everything. Linsenmeyer picking the cabbage. Looking good. I do wish there was a zoom function. Let's see. Settings. Is there boss key? Control plus Q. I don't know what boss key means. Should I try Control Q? See what that does? Oh, boss key. Oh, it minimized it. Oh, it's a... Okay, I get it. Yeah. So the idea is you play this while you're at work. And it sits at the bottom of your screen, lets you keep your spreadsheet up or your Word document or whatever, and you hit Control Q to quickly hide everything. Okay, I see what you're going for, game. Let's sell some more cabbage. That gets us to 75. I don't know what these crystals are for. It seems like some sort of meta currency, but I can't really sell them or anything like that. Little things that you can click on do show up on the farm from time to time. There's been birds that I've missed. I think they fly away from my cursor, so I don't know if you can click on them, but we'll let these guys just do their work. Looks like all the plots are in action, so that's good. We're maximizing our efficiency as best we can. It's just that these guys are pretty slow to grow cabbages. I can also say, I don't know about this music. Like, it's fine for now. But if this is the only song in the entire soundtrack, like if it doesn't change, I could see myself getting tired of this, like, rustic guitar pretty fast. Like, it's nice now, but I don't know if I want to listen to it for, 100 hours of gameplay here. Maybe it'll change over? Nope. Same song. Okay, this is really taking a while here. We need to expand our farmland twice more, which means we need another 200 gold. Oh boy. Oh, it's gotten more expensive too. It's 200 for the next plot. Do I have any other crops? No, I need more profitable slots. I need more profitable crops. Or possibly... So if I expand this for 50, is there then a way for me to get another monster to help speed things up? There's a monster exchange here, and then in the buildings there's a hatchery. I don't have any eggs. Maybe the hatchery just spawns monsters, but this definitely seems like a slow burn. We're gonna have to wait here for quite a while to be able to finish this this objective. Like I thought once we got to 100 here, we could get the next farmland, but the price has gone up. And there's no way to speed the game up, so that's kind of interesting. I kind of see what the game is going for. It's a cute little like distraction at work or when you're studying or when you're watching movies or something on your PC. And the slowness I understand, like the idea is like you play it for a few minutes and then go do something else, right? And then you come back in 15 minutes and they've earned a bunch of stuff for you. But from a pure gameplay perspective, the loop is a little on the slow side. Means for streaming, it means I gotta sit here and wait and fill the time for quite a bit with just my meanderings and my thoughts. Which, I don't have that many thoughts, you guys. I'm not that interesting of a person, right? I'm not that controversial of a person. I don't want to weigh in on religion or politics. Like, that's not what this stream is about. Bird! I got 5 gold from touching the bird. Okay, I guess we play the minigame for a while they stock up on cabbage for me? As soon as we get to 200, we can get one more plot, but that's not going to increase our gold per minute that much. Yeah, it's a little bit slow here in the early game. I can say that for sure. No statistics. So I guess we can meander around the gallery here. I mean, there's our 3 monsters. No achievements in the demo. No mutated crops. Mutated crops would be interesting. I wonder how you get that to happen. Like, there's nothing else I can interact with, really, to try and, like, speed things up or change it up at the moment. I just kind of have to wait. All right, we'll sell 2 more cabbages. We're up to 140 gold. 200 for the next plot. And then we need 2 more plots for the next gold reward on the farm goal. Boy, I don't know who's going to be watching this stream, man. This is a little on the slow side. Maybe this is the wrong game to pick for a demo test. So over the past week, I've played 7 demos. If you go to Steam and just go to the demo page, there is like a huge amount of demos, tons of games to try out. So I've got a huge amount of variety in what I've been streaming in the mornings to try out different things, which is a lot of fun, very interesting. I've got like another 2 weeks worth of demos loaded up on my PC already, so we got plenty of stuff to do. But a lot of them, I have no idea what they are, other than, you know, the screenshots and a brief description. So like, I didn't really know what this was going to be when I loaded it up for the first time. I didn't know how it was going to play. It is a little bit on the slow side to stream. I'm not sure if I should even continue here. We're 18 minutes in, and yeah, we're taking our sweet time here. So, you know what? I'll give it a fair shake. We'll just fill it up a little bit. You know what I could do? I could read poetry. I could go find like a copyright-free book from Gutenberg Press or something. I could start reading The Tale of Two Cities or whatever, or some Shakespeare or something. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, these guys are. This is a very slow loop. Hit the bird, got a gem. Okay, I'd love it if there were a lot more birds and I could get a lot more money from them. That'd be great. So it doesn't seem like anyone's not working, right? It's like as soon as something's ready to pick, he picks. As soon as something's ready to plant, he plants. As soon as something's ready to water, he waters. I would almost think like if I was gonna get a 4th monster, I think I'd get another waterer. If there's one guy who seems to be like constantly working, I think it's the watering guy, Distracticus here. There's no way I can like, oh, I didn't mean to click on you. There's no way I can like, have you breed with yourself? No. No parthenogenesis for Distracticus. All right, we're up to 170, almost to that 9th plot. I wonder what the cost is going to be for the 10th plot. This is gonna be a bad stream, you guys. This is gonna be 45 minutes of me complaining about how slow it is while nothing happens. Well, all right, you know. I mean, it's a cute little game. If you have something else to do, I think it's probably a fun one. I don't know how much it costs. I think it's, I'm not even sure if it's out, to be honest. Okay. Finally, we have another cabbage ready. I'm at 21 of 50 to unlock bean sprouts. The 3 monsters are working. We know what comes next. I wonder if I should save up for the hatchery. Well, we're gonna, if we get to the next level, we'll get 100 gold. Then we'll be only 200 away from the hatchery. I expect this is probably the next goal, but that means we're gonna have to wait for 200 gold worth of cabbages to grow. All right, 1 cabbage away. These look ready. Why don't you, Linsenmeyer, come pick these. You're just galloping around the yard. Just romping through the cabbage fields, having fun. Okay. Come on now. That looks grown to me. This thing even says maturity time 30 seconds. It doesn't feel like they're growing in 30 seconds. It might be we don't have enough watering. Yeah, see, he has to water this. If I could get a second watering duck, I think we could speed things up. But I think we're gonna have to wait for that. Yeah, now they're fully grown. Okay. So he's picking. Maybe this is the 30 seconds, this bar. So like it's more like 3 minutes to get a fully grown cabbage. There we are. All right, we finally have the 200 needed for our 9th farmland here. All right. And now we need 300 for the last one? Oof. Okay, well. That's about 15 minutes away. So I don't know what to say about that. What am I collecting these gems for? Like, where am I spending gems? Seed not unlocked. Is there a way I can mutate it? No. There really doesn't seem to be anything else I can do. I gotta wait for 300 gold for this. Wow. Move and remove. I don't have statistics. Yeah, there's nothing else to do. So what do I need? I need 30 more of these? At least at some point we'll hit bean sprouts. It's a ways away. I wish I could get another watering duck. Like, and what am I supposed to spend these on? Oh, you know what? This thing has that little diamond in it. I bet I can't even spend these in the demo. It says unlocked in full version. Boy, we'll talk about a slow burn, right? I think I'm gonna just wait and sell them all at once. We need 30 of these. So, all right. I'll tell you guys what, there's nobody live in the stream, so if you're watching on VOD, if you're watching in the future, I think I'm just gonna stop talking, and you can skip ahead to, I would say, probably at least 10 minutes. You know what, I'm not even sure I should keep streaming this, because honestly, right, let's think about it. Like, I get the last farmland, right? So then I have 10 plots and 100 gold, and it's gonna say something like, buy a hatchery, right? So I'm gonna have to wait for 200 more gold. Now maybe bean sprouts are worth 20 And if I replant the entire thing, I can get there in half the time. But who knows about that? I might have to go leave a comment on this one. The startup is way too slow. Way too slow. Like I can't do, like it's gonna take me, like I'm not even, how do I put this? Let's assume I'm playing the game not as a distraction at work, but to actually play the game. I'm gonna be an hour in and I'll have done next to nothing, and most of that time spent waiting and watching these guys. Like, the developer needs to add absolutely needs to add a speed up time mechanic, or some way to, something to do to pass the time while you're watching this. It's like, it's incredibly slow. I'm not really playing a game. I'm watching a cute monster farming simulator that's slow and kind of boring, right? Like, I only have one crop to start. Like, give me more choices, you know, like that first kind of batch of money, or let me take out a loan or do something. There should definitely be more interesting choices to make. Like, I should have different monsters to deploy. I should be able to rotate them to try and maximize efficiency. Like, there should definitely be a little bit more to this than I'm seeing right now. Now, in the preview window, or the preview video for this, it showed the whole farm full of stuff and like 60 monsters running around doing all kinds of crazy shit. So it seems like there's more game to be had, but the delay to get there, wow. I don't know if anyone would tolerate the first 3 hours of this to get to the interesting part. I mean, we are 26 minutes in, right? And I need another 24 cabbages. So I think I'm getting maybe 1 cabbage a minute. So it's like, hey, sit there for 24 minutes and do nothing. Woof. Like, how about throwing me some of this mutation mechanic? How does that work? You know? Boy, yeah, the developer really needs to work on the early game. It's kind of crap. Like, there's potential here, to be sure. There's definitely potential here. The monsters are cute, the animations are decent, the idea behind this is good. But the delays they've put in to slow everything down, that's, it's way too slow. Way too slow. Give me, like, I can tell, after spending all this time watching this, it's definitely the watering that's slowing everything down. Yeah, at least give me that 4th monster slot. Let me hire another duck, or grow another duck or something. Like, everybody's waiting on Distracticus here. He can only, it's not his fault. He can only do so much. But these two are just sitting idle, right? He has nothing to plant. He has nothing to pick because everybody's waiting on you. How can I get, is there any way I can get another monster? I think I need this hatchery to do it. No more birds or clickable mushrooms or whatever. I wonder if I'd be better off going straight to the hatchery, like, after I complete this. I mean, I think that's going to be my next instruction anyway. Yeah. Oof. Like, I'm going to get to 300 gold eventually. So the question is, do I want the farmland to get this? Or I think I might skip the 10th farmland and go for hatchery. See if I can't get another duck. Because that would speed up getting the next 300 gold to finish this. Like, if I finish the farm plot, then I get 100 gold towards the hatchery. But then I have to wait another 20 minutes with this trio. So, like, I wouldn't want to buy this 5th slot, or this 4th slot. So what I'd want to do is rotate them in, right? So, like, plant them all, rest Pila, bring in another duck to water. And after he's picked like 3 of the slots, then I send Linsenmeyer out and bring Pila in to replant the empty slots or something. I think that would work. I think maybe going after the hatchery is a better idea than getting the 10th plot, because this 100 doesn't help me as much, I think, as getting a 2nd duck. Now, I'm assuming here that after I buy this, I'll be able to do it. We will also have unlocked bean sprouts, so that might speed things up a little bit. What do we got, 10? And there's the first 100. Idrilvari, hello, welcome to the channel. Your account got banned. What did you do, man? Did you threaten to go to someone's home? Like, I've never had an account banned like that. I don't think in anything. Games, whatever. Used to be Dan Richards. Well, welcome back to the channel then. So I've spent the past 30 minutes complaining about how slow this game is. It's a little farming simulator, and it's meant to run at the bottom of your screen while you're doing something else. So there's like a boss button to hide it. And I guess the idea is you can play this at work, but it's super slow. It's really, really slow. Damn ad blockers. Oh, you got banned for using an ad blocker? I've never heard of that. Are they doing that? That's weak sauce. So anyway, the idea is I got these three little monsters. One of them plants, one of them waters, one of them harvests. And I've planted cabbage. And the game wants me to expand my farmland. But a cabbage is only worth 10 gold. And the next farm plot is 300. And it's like, I get one cabbage per minute. So it's like half an hour to get to this next farm plot. And it's like, I've already been playing the game for half an hour and I've made almost no progress. It's incredibly gated. It's so slow. It's kind of brutal. I'm like contemplating just canceling the stream and closing the game and getting rid of it forever. I think I'm gonna leave some feedback for the developer because this is the demo, right? I don't even know if the full game is in release yet, but I think the developer needs some feedback. I'm gonna link him to this video so he can see what I'm talking about, so he can watch it and hear my thoughts in real time. But like, the early game is incredibly gated and incredibly slow. Like, I need something to do for the 30 minutes that I'm waiting for my cute little monsters to grow all these cabbages. Like, I could sit here in silence I could leave and come back, but that's not an entertaining stream, right? I need at least to provide some commentary. I can't just leave the game running and go like, what, you know, I can't go play some DRG Survivors or whatever. You had to buy a new PC. MH Wilds cooked your other one? I managed to get through Monster Hunter Wilds on this PC. I have a gaming laptop. It's like a 2023 ROG Zephyrus, I think. It's pretty solid. I've been able to play almost everything I wanted. The only thing that's failed so far is Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Just didn't have enough VRAM to play. But I got through Monster Hunter Wilds, but it wasn't the premier experience of that game. But that's okay, because MH Wilds was underwhelming to me. Just didn't have enough content. And I know they're adding more, but yeah, I blazed through it really fast. Some of the older Monster Hunter games I could play for months, but MH Wilds was not that. I did pick up Rise on the Switch, so, and that has Sunbreak, so I might get more value out of that, but I don't really stream on the Switch. Here we go. A mushroom. Only took 3 minutes for something interesting to happen in this game. Got a new PC from Micro Center. Okay. Did you build a tower yourself, or you bought a pre-built? Up to 5. Good lord. 6. Okay, 165. I think. So we're gonna unlock Bean Sprout soon, and I think I'm gonna skip this last farmland and go for the hatchery. Because if I had another watering duck, we could go so much faster. He's the limiting factor right now. Everybody else is just sitting around waiting for something to do while the duck is watering. Ooh, bird. Only I don't need these gems. I can't even spend them in the demo. Went from 3600 with the 360, one with a 9800 X3D with a 580. Damn, you're talking about the graphics card? Very nice. Pre-built on sale 2400. I mean, it's an investment, but if you're a PC gamer, that should last you 3-4 years and be pretty solid. Sounds like a good rig, man. Congratulations, well done. Yeah, I don't have anything else to do except chat with you, so if you want to like spam the chat, I would love to hear about your day. Like, tell me about Idrilvari or Dan. What do you do for a living? What are your hobbies? What are you playing lately? You know, anything at all. This game is killing me, man. I should honestly cancel the stream. It's too slow. It's too slow. Video card alone by itself is 1500. Yeah, when they pre-build them like that and bundle everything together, you can sometimes get a deal because they can They can take some components that they get super cheap and mix them in with like net zero stuff, you know what I mean? Or like minor profit stuff, and mix it all together, mix it and match it. Still bringing all the survival games. Okay. I got a survival game coming up. So after XCOM 2, the next game I'm going to stream is called Abiotic Factor. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it released recently. It looks really cool. It's like Half-Life crossed with SCP, if you know what SCP is. It's like secure, contain, is it protect? Anyway, SCP started as like a internet text exchange many, many years ago. But people would write descriptions of like artifacts or weird beings that were protected by this like ultra secret government organization that protected the world from the supernatural. So there would be something like a toaster that drives you insane if you use it to make toast. And so they secure, contain, protect it. And all these SCP entries have numbers and stuff. People have used it as inspiration for all kinds of games and stories and things. But this Abiotic Factor is kind of a survival game, kind of like Half-Life. It's got old school graphics, but it seems really super creative and sci-fi. And instead of like a gung-ho gunslinging hero Gordon Freeman type, you're some sort of normal, like you're one of the scientists who was in there with him, but doesn't have like a jacked physique and a crowbar to smash head crabs with. And it's like got portals to different worlds and stuff. It looks really cool. I'm really excited to try that out. That's on your list as well. Okay. You've been playing Asaka, Surrounded, and Voyagers of Nira. I've never heard of any of those. I'll have to check those out. In terms of survival games, I appreciate games that have like a survival crafting mechanic. I'm less fond of ones with combat. Like, if there's monsters or zombies or dangers around every corner, it's less interesting to me than the like, okay, I need to get this resource so I can build this structure. I definitely like survival crafting over straight survival. So something like Astroneer is fantastic for me, and something like Satisfactory is obviously one of my favorite games, one of the most popular streams on my channel, or one of the most popular playthroughs that I had. Find it funny that you have a poop meter in that game? I'm not sure which game you're talking about. Which game has a poop meter? Jesus, I'm only up to 200 here? Dude, Dev, if you're watching this, man, tell me you understand what I'm talking about. Like, please. This is so slow. This is too slow. You can't have a game where the player has to sit and watch and do nothing for the first hour. Or the first, it looks like it's going to be the first 3, 4, 5 hours before anything really picks up speed here. Abiotic has a poop meter? Really? I haven't actually tried it yet. I've just seen the promotional materials. Okay, well, I'll look forward to that. I'll have to track. So like instead of a hunger and a thirst meter, or maybe in addition to, you also have like a need to use the bathroom meter? Is there new DLC for Astroneer? The last one I played was the one with the little fox, which came out 2 years ago. Like, I did my Astroneer playthrough 2 years ago. It might be starting to roll around to time for a second season on Astroneer. It's been long enough since I played it that I feel like I could enjoy a second playthrough. And I know you can randomize your starting planet now and do a few other interesting things, so I'll be curious to see what the new DLC is. In addition to, okay, so yeah, you get you get health, hunger, thirst, stamina, poop. What else could they put on? Like a boredom meter, right? You must find comic book, or you'll like lie down and expire of ennui. And that seems to be happening to me in this game. Jesus, it's so yeah. It's been 15 minutes since I started farming this 300 gold. Dev, man, Dev, please add something else to do here. It's too slow, man. There's nothing to do. And if you can't spend these gems in the demo, like, take them out. Or give me, like, a limited version of this where I can do something with them. Like, I'm literally sitting here chatting with my one viewer, and I have nothing to do. Like, I'm not playing a game. I'm watching a simulation. This is too much. It's too slow. It's called Megayek. The poop meter? How much mega yech do you have? Okay. Well, I'll look forward to it. I've got a ways to go on my XCOM 2 playthrough, though. So, like, if I wanted to rush to the end, I could get there in maybe 8 missions or something like that. But I want to get, like, my final team really leveled up and powered up. I want to get a few more covert ops done so I can get some mobility and other bonuses on some of my heroes, my soldiers. We still have to kill the assassin. That's coming up soon. And then, like, you know, there's some other stuff I want to do, some research I want to do. I want to build up my intel cache so I can afford all the bonuses for the final mission and stuff. Oh, the Astroneer DLC is called Megatech. Megatech sounds like a poop meter, though. Like, my shorts are about to fill up. My Megatech is at 100%. Megatech Astroneer DLC. Huh. Maybe I can go look at that. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. So if I switch to my desktop and then switch this to settings, we'll switch it to, there we go. Okay. Wait, how do I keep you on top then? Is there a pin to top button? Window top. There we go. Okay. So Astroneer Megatech DLC. All right. What do we got here? Oh, is in very, very large? Has there been any other DLC since? I'm not sure. All right, this isn't giving me a good idea of what the Megatech is. All right. Let's reduce the music here. All right. In the Astroneer Megatech DLC, players unlock the ability to build massive megastructure projects that will test their base building skills using new and existing technology. Each megastructure will have its own unique identity and gameplay, unlocking new possibilities and rewards. Harness the power of Megatech to take base building and automation to a whole new level. This DLC will be completely compatible with existing saves and builds off any progress you've already made in-game. Feel free to start fresh or load up your existing saves and start building. In addition, this DLC will be released alongside a free update for all players. Free update will include new items and the ability to create a megastructure that will allow automated interplanetary transportation. That means you'll be able to move resources and technology between planets. Coming in Q4 2025. So this quarter, right? We're into October, so October, November, December, somewhere in there. Let's see. Is there other DLC that I haven't bought? Because I played it, like I said, 2 years ago. Glitch Walkers. Yeah, I haven't played Glitch Walkers. Let's see. That's a suit bundle. I don't want bundles. I want... Okay. So I guess I could grab Glitch Walkers and then this mega structure thing, and that would be a whole new... That'd be a whole new playthrough, right? This is a new... I don't think I ever played this. Travel to the Aeolus system in pursuit of a grand threat at Astroneer Glitch Walkers. It's our first ever expansion, offering a new space to explore as well as a new narrative, gameplay, and mysteries to uncover. Be warned, this content will test the skills you've honed in the base game. Once you step through the portal to Aeolus, you're starting a brand new save with an entirely new progression. You know what? I haven't played this. Maybe I should grab this for my second stream, or my second playthrough. Note, there's a required base grade progress to get into this expansion. Once players have completed the mission, a core concept in any save in Astroneer, a new mission called Is This Thing On will become available in the mission log. Complete that subsequent mission chain and then use the brand new Glitch Walkers main menu to launch down to Aeolus and start a new Aeolus-specific save. Okay, brand new planet, biggest and most complex to date. New foe. A rogue Astroneer has wormed into the system and taken control. This sounds really good. So the two of these together really justify a second playthrough for me. So most likely then I will probably be doing a second playthrough of Astroneer once this Megastructure DLC comes out. Hopefully it's integrated with the Glitchwalkers thing as well. Interesting stuff. Okay, there's 300. So, if I get the 10th farmland, I get 100 gold. But I think I'm better off going for the hatchery here. That spends all my gold. Let's see if this is worth it. Ah, this I can spend here. Okay. So 45 of these little crystal guys for 5 hatches. So there's only a 5 crystal discount there. All right, I guess I'm gonna take 1 hatch and see what I get. Please be a watering type. No, I got the crab purrer. What does he do? He's another picker? Oh my god. That's the last thing I needed. I needed another waterer, man. All right, maybe I can get 5 more of these little crystals here. What does this guy do different? 30% chance for double harvest, but minus 50% harvest speed. That's fine. Okay, you know what? Okay, so we can have Linsenmeyer rest, and we can dispatch Crabperer. And I'm gonna rename Crabperer. Crabperer's gonna get renamed as let's see. Idril Volley. There we go. All right, so the fact that he's slower is totally fine. We can get potentially double harvest from him. And the other guy was just sitting around waiting anyway. So now I need 300 gold to get this stupid farmland, but maybe if I get some more crystals, I can get another watering duck or somebody with watering ability, because the watering is the bottleneck right now. You watched all my Astroneer videos. Cool, man. Cool, appreciate that. Yeah, it's one of my most popular series, but like I don't have a lot of... I have 1600 Idril Vari, did I get it right? No, how do I... Idril Vari. Okay. So you're this Crabperer guy. You're harvesting for me right now. You have a chance for double harvest. Yeah, so I got about 1,600 followers. I've had the channel. I've been running it for about 2 years. My big like viral video that drew people in was one about making roads for Satisfactory, and then a lot of people watched the Astroneer playthrough. But other than that, like, you know, I get like maybe 20 views on a video, maybe 100 if I'm lucky. Over time, some of them are more popular than others. For whatever reason, the algorithm will throw some of them at people. For like, there's one particular episode of my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough that for some reason the the YouTube algorithm shows it to everybody. It's got like outsized views on it. I don't know why. It's called Who Can Silence the Night Song. And it's just one episode in like a 100 episode series, but that one's really popular. But yeah, having somebody watch a whole series for me, that's a huge compliment. So thank you for that. Idrilvari is your daughter's name in Elvish? Oh, very cool. Lord of the Rings Elvish, I assume? I don't know too many other settings where a full Elvish language has been created other than Lord of the Rings. How are we doing over here? 8? Okay, that's a little bit better. Maybe we luck out and get some decent double harvests here. I need to get 4 more of these little things. The only way to get them is to click on little mushrooms that grow here sometimes. Or birds that show up. So I kind of need to pay attention a little bit more. It was the Lord of the Rings. Gotcha. Okay. All right, we're just going to stare at these guys and watch them do stuff for a while. I guess he's not hanging around waiting all that long right now. Or she, I guess, Idrilvari. Yeah, I really need another water stat. Okay, up to seven gems. Yeah, okay, so my other complaint about this game was kind of Prussian. I was saying earlier, if there's only one piece of music for the entire game, like in addition to this being obnoxiously slow, he needs to add like 6 more songs and put them in a rotation, because as pleasant as this like acoustic guitar is, I'm now listening to it for the 10th time, and it's like, okay, I've had enough of this music. I need to change, man. Also, what is this little Discord symbol doing on this hatchery thing? Use the Cinderin version, which is based off Welsh. Huh. My only connection to Wales that I can think of is the Dark is Rising series by, what is it, Susan something? Which I read when I was a kid. It's set in, these 3 English kids take holidays in Wales and have adventures there with King Arthur and like ancient magic and stuff. There's the light and the dark are the 2 opposed forces in that series. It's been a long time since I read them. Actually, that's not true. I reread them a couple years ago because I remembered them, thought about them. I was like, you know what? It's been 30 years since I read those. Let me read them again. Oi. Okay, up to 140, almost halfway to this last plot of farmland for this farm goal. If I can get 2 more gems, maybe we can get another watering duck or somebody with a watering ability. Speed this up a little bit, because like, look at Pila, just wandering around. Just cavorting and gambling through the field, doing nothing most of the time, because we're all waiting on Distracticus. There's too many plants that need too much watering and only 1 watering duck. Yeah, and Hydral Volleys kind of like has nothing to do either. So it's definitely the bottleneck there. Oh boy, I can't imagine anyone besides you watching this, Hydral Vari. I just can't. It's too slow and boring. I'm doing my best to like narrate and have things to say, but like there's only so much I can just pontificate and daydream. Not seeing those double harvests either. Let's get some more of that, buddy. Like, I invested a lot of money in you and gems, so I need you to pay it off. You got student loans, bruh. Okay, maybe we'll get another mushroom here. You're waiting for football to start. Okay, football fan. I don't follow football really. I'll watch the Super Bowl, but that's about it. So where are we in the season? The Super Bowl's in February usually, really. So we should at least be in the first half of the season, right? I went to college at Boston University. I was there from 2000 through 2003. So I was there at the start of the Brady ascension. And they won the Super Bowl, I think, twice while I was in school, and then went on to win like 8 more times or whatever. So what little football knowledge I have was mostly around following the New England Patriots. We're in week 4. Yeah, I thought it was pretty early, probably. And the problem with being a Patriots fan was that after the first 10 years of their like dynasty that started in whenever, 2001, 2002, whatever it was, it became like being a Yankees fan. Everyone looked down on you and thought you were a fair weather fan who just jumped on the Brady bandwagon. And I was like, no, well, kind of. But like, I didn't abandon my hometown team for it. I didn't care about football until this. Hey, Bird. Nice. There's another gem. So I watched them for, most of Brady's career. And now I'm kind of like out of football again. But I'll still watch the Super Bowl to see how it goes. Sometimes it's a good game. Sometimes it's not. The commercials are usually entertaining, but ordinary games, I'm just not enough of a fan to be watching them. Oh, you live in Massachusetts. Cool, man. I got a bunch of friends in Mass. I used to live on Cape Cod. So when I was a kid, I grew up in New Jersey, and we went to Cape Cod in the summers. I went to summer camp I don't know if you're familiar with the Cape, but the big summer camp out there was Cape Cod Sea Camp, CCSC. So I spent 13 summers there as a camper and then later a counselor, before I became a programmer and moved on. And And then after I went to college, my family sold the house in Jersey and moved up to the Cape full time. Lived in Harwich for a while. My mom still lives in Truro. So I get out to the Cape usually once a summer, once a year. I go out in July for my nephew's birthday. Oh, we got something happened. What is that? There's a giant red cap. I think we got our first mutation. Oh, and we got another gem. I want to see what happens with this mutation here. Oh, I should be farming bean sprouts. I got to dig all this up and put in bean sprouts for more money. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this mutation is. Okay. So these are worth 10 each. These are worth 20 and a gem each. All right, well, sell it all. Let's dig up all. Oh wait, we're unlocking cabbage. Oh, I need another magic cabbage in order to unlock wheat. So maybe I should leave the cabbage in until that happens. Regardless, let's see if we can now see now things are starting to happen. Now I have interesting decisions to make, but it took me an hour of gameplay to get here. I definitely need another mutated cabbage because I want to unlock this wheat. So should I leave? I think I should at least get a few doing the bean sprouts. We'll leave 5 growing cabbage, and then I'll dig up these 4 plots and put in bean sprouts to increase my money. See, now this is interesting. This is an interesting choice I have to make. It's like, do I leave it here to maximize mutations and sacrifice gold to try and unlock wheat sooner? Or do I go for all the money? I might be better off reseeding the entire thing for bean sprouts right now and building up cash and then coming back to farm this later, because we're going to need 50... Yeah, we need 50 bean sprouts anyway. So I think we dig everything up here and plant bean sprouts now. Yeah, we're going to need 50 of those anyway, so we can come back to bean sprouts after we get some money. Okay, things are starting to get... Finally, there's some interesting choices to make. That took an hour. All right, let me see if I can get another watering monster here. That's blue. Yes! Okay, we got Bubble. So what does Bubble do? Bubble has advanced Eagle Eye, increases activity range by 30% and 10%, effect stack. Okay. Work time 12, move speed 1.5, work range. All right. So let's go to monsters now. We'll have Hydrovari will rest and Bubble will dispatch. Yeah, that looks good. So did that increase the other one's range or just hers? No, just hers. Okay. But this is okay. This is okay. We can do all the planting. We can do all the watering. Now, I will have to swap people in and out here. But once Peel is finished planting, we can swap her out with Hydrovari to do the harvesting. Okay, this is interesting. It's finally started. Like, it took me an hour to get here, but it's getting interesting now. As soon as we get our first couple of harvests, we'll be able to get that last farm plot too. Does it show... Okay, she's planting. That's fine. Yeah, all 3 have little activity bubbles. We got a lot more. Looks like the first bean sprouts are ready to harvest here. Let me rest Distracticus and dispatch Hydrovari to do the first harvest. You know what? Now... Wait, who's resting? Now it makes sense, I think, to unlock this last slot. Yeah. We don't need Linsenmeyer out there, I don't think. So now we got 4 working. 1 planter, 1 harvester, 2 waterers. I think we're going to start seeing our income pick up here. It took an hour. Yeah, we're literally at 1 hour of streaming, but we finally got there. You live South Coast near New Bedford? So that's near what? Rhode Island? 30 minutes is pretty close to... You mean 30 minutes to the Sagamore? To the bridge? Yeah, that is pretty close. Boston's a little bit further, right? It's like 45 minutes from the bridge to Boston. Maybe an hour. You got to take 93 and 3 and all that jazz. Okay, I've been missing a few things here. It's it's picked up a little bit now, right? It's like there's still a lot of waiting to do, but now I finally have some crops with a little bit more money in them. Something interesting happened with the mutation. We've got our 4th monster slot, and we've got a 2nd watering guy. So now we're not having monsters sit idle and wait, and I have to wait less. I think buying this was the right call. 2 hours in traffic. Yeah, the bridge, you always gotta pick the right time to try and cross the bridge. That's true. Like if you're going on a weekend with everybody else, then it's gonna be bad. If you go on a Tuesday morning, you're gonna be fine. Okay, Idolari's harvesting. Let's see if I can catch a double harvest. Halfway here. Yeah, he's slower. He doesn't harvest quite as quickly. But that's okay. He doesn't need to. Or she doesn't need to. Let's see this harvest. That was just 1, I think. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay, so we can finally complete this and get the last farmland plot. Let's get another bean sprout going. Okay, we've already built the hatchery. Hatch 1 monster we've done. Expand 1 dispatch stall we've done. I already did a lot of it. Okay, so we're up to 450 now. All right, so there was a ton of waiting front loaded, and then a bunch of stuff happened all at once. Unlock 1 left forest area. I get 5 diamonds. Does that mean this? It wants me to save up 5,000 gold? That's a little obnoxious. The only one I can see here is the monster exchange for 5,000. Yikes on bikes. That is going to take forever, man. So I guess the next play would be spending a bunch of time farming bean sprouts to get to wheat, which is presumably worth like 24 or 30 or something. And then plant that. You could also get more farmland. The gold tree is 1,000. Tap it to drop coins. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. Like, how long is it going to take me to recoup my investment and get 1,000 coins out of this gold tree? I could probably plant more than 1 too. There's a monster exchange shop, which is locked. It says click to unlock. So I have to spend 5,000 to unlock it, and then 5,000 to build it? Trade monster here automatically sells newly hatched monsters. Fusion lab, data center. Like, okay, I kind of understand what the dev is doing. Because it's meant to be a game that you kind of play while you're doing something else, I think. So the idea of like long periods of doing something else, then coming back, you get to make a bunch of choices and click on a bunch of stuff. So it's like 30 seconds of gameplay and then 30 minutes to an hour of nothing. I don't really know if I can approve of that. Like, there's just not enough content to sustain me and keep me playing this. I guess I could just leave it running, right? I mean, I've got this storehouse, so presumably it could fill up with an insane amount of stuff. I could just leave the game running and then play something else, do something else, or just leave my computer running and let it run and then come back later, collect all the gold, spend 30 seconds making choices, and then do something else. But honestly, like, this is not really a game to me. I don't know if the dev is making the right call in terms of like, because when you're in game dev, you need to pick your niche and you need to target your demographic. So office workers, I guess, is his niche or who he's targeting. But like, this has the potential to be a very fun, cute, interesting game, like that people would play. Like, I could definitely see this on Switch. I could see a lot of people enjoying it. The monsters add kind of like a roguelike or gotcha mechanic. And there's no microtransactions, obviously, so that's good. Like, this could be a great little game, but it's way too slow. There's like nothing to do for hours at a time, man. I think I'm probably going to call the stream here because I would have to wait. Yeah, we need to get to 5,000 for the next thing. Or we need to farm another 30 bean sprouts and then luck into another mutant cabbage to get wheat. Like, there's nothing else for me to do. I could maybe buy this gold tree and just like spam click it. I guess this is what I'll do. All right, here's what I'll do. I'm not going to wait for 5,000 gold here, but we're close enough to 1,000 that I can get the gold tree. If I can spam this and like manually click and get a decent amount of gold, then I'll sit here and click it for 5 minutes or whatever. And maybe start spamming my way towards this. But if this is like, if this has like a 5-minute timer to drop 1 gold, which seems to be what this guy is doing, then I'm probably out. So we'll try to get 1,000. We'll try to get this gold tree and see how that works. I'm not spending 500 on another farmland, I'll tell you that. I mean, I might just leave this running and play it for myself, but I can't stream this. There's no content. There's nothing to do. Like, anybody watching me stream this is just listening to me ramble. And nobody wants to watch that, except apparently Idlevari, for some reason. Usually go and walk the Toe Canal to get some of my stamina back after being in the hospital. You were in the hospital for 4 months. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope whatever it was that had you in there is improving. I hope your situation has improved. Yeah, one really nice thing about the Cape is the bike paths. I don't know if you're a bicyclist, but the bike paths on the Cape are fantastic. They're largely isolated from traffic. You have to cross some streets, but there's stop signs and stuff. But there's long stretches where you can just bike and people walk and bring strollers and stuff, and it's like it's got a connection to nature to a degree. It's pretty nice. I quite enjoy it. I wonder if we can get mutant bean sprouts. Oh, it looks like we maybe already did. Yeah, we got a mutant bean sprout here. 36 instead of 18, or yeah, 36 instead of 18 and a gem. That's pretty good. Sell that. Okay, we're up to 800. We're getting closer. I wonder if I should be trying to hatch another monster here. And gems are few and far between. You need either mutant plants or you need a little like random mushroom pop up here on the screen. We're getting a little bit closer. Yeah, everybody's still working 100% efficiency. Like Pila's still planting. So this composition, this team comp for the monsters is working correctly. There's another gem. But another monster might have better like work efficiency or something than one of the guys I have. So Pila's a little bit, yeah, she was off for a few seconds there. But I might want one more harvester out for a minute. So after, let's see who's working. After Distracticus finishes, we'll rest him and bring Linsenmeyer out to pick a couple plants. And then we'll swap them in a minute. 870. All right, we're getting close to that gold tree. The like spectacular finale of the stream of my playing your big cute monster ranch. I will admit, the monsters are cute. I like their pixel art. I like their animations and stuff. I like a lot of the ideas behind this. I just don't like the pacing. The pacing is atrocious. Because this has the potential to be a really fun little game, but I don't think the developer has thought through the who wants to play this, right? Like, office workers playing this and hitting the boss key to hide it when their boss comes by. I just don't see anyone having the patience for this. So I think he'd be better off restructuring it and repacing it to be an actual game. Or she. I don't know the developer's gender. I don't know who's behind this, but like there's a lot of things about this that are very attractive. But the pacing is ruining it for me. If I was not streaming this and like vomiting forth my stream of consciousness to try and make content, I would have shut this off 45 minutes ago and uninstalled it. All right, so Linsenmeyer rests and Stractus comes back out to help water everything. And we sell this stuff off. All right. We're there. All right, we can afford the gold tree now. Let's see how good the gold tree is. Okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can just sit here and spam this? I should have had this an hour ago. Okay, one thing does need to change. Sound effects has to go down a little bit. Okay, so now I need to script an auto clicker for this, but look at how good this is. Oh my god. You wouldn't have the patience for it? Okay, hold on. Let me see about positioning my finger correctly to spam this. I don't have a script for an auto clicker. I've never set one of those up. All right, let's see if I can make this happen. Okay, that's hurting my fingers. I do like that there's a way to actually earn money here. That can speed things up. I should have bought this sooner. Let's do this. Let's see if I can figure this out. So we'll switch out of full screen. We'll hit window top here, and then hold on. First I need to go to desktop. There we go. Window top. All right. Auto click mouse script. What is this? I don't want a utility. I just want a script. Is there a Reddit for this? Need an auto clicker script. Continuously click. All right, this is hidden behind the thing now. No. Damn it. It's hidden behind the game. Here we go. All right, start an infinite loop to click continuously. Press escape to exit the script. Okay. So do I save this as like a batch file? Yeah, it's .bat, right? Okay. What was this? So file, save as, desktop, spam click.bat, I guess. And then I guess what I want to do is open it. Huh. Okay, so .bat didn't work. Now it's a clicker game. Yeah. How to run a script. Windows. Is it a PowerShell script? Maybe. Let's rename it. Okay. And then I need a command window. Okay. PowerShell.exe. Desktop, and then what did I call it? Spam click? Oh, I've done something wrong here. There we go. Okay. Maybe I'll try that again. What did it say? Could not be running scripts is disabled on the system. Oh, I don't have Windows Professional or whatever. Oh, screw you, Windows 7. Come on. Let's keep trying. Maybe I can figure this out. Spam click script Windows. Or what do I have? Windows 11? But yeah, these people are like showing scripts, but then how do you run it? Like it looks like this locks this to the F2 key. Huh. Maybe I can just run it in here? No, running scripts disabled on the system. Come on, man. Windows 11 that came bundled with this game is telling me, like, you're not a professional, you didn't pay for the license, you can't do this. So, alright. I can sell these, that's about it. Alright, I think we're done here, right? Because, like, sadly... what do I want here? I want to switch to the game and then go to full screen mode. There we go. Okay. I wish I would be great if I actually could get this to work, but like if I had my work computer, I probably could have made that work, but I got the the freebie edition of Windows and apparently it's not allowing me to execute scripts. I know there are, it might not be the edition. I might have to go set the execution policy, but like, I don't want to spend the next 45 minutes doing that on stream. That's even more boring than watching this happen. So like the gold tree is definitely a must buy for this, I guess. Plus you need to have a working auto clicker. I can get one more hatch before we leave. Another watering guy. Who are you? Blue unicorn. You have no special abilities. Okay. Well, what did we end up doing? We ended up getting... Okay, all our bean sprouts are done. So we could get wheat if we got one more cabbage, I guess. Bean sprouts are worth a lot more gold, though. What's our next thing? We need 5,000 gold? Yeah, I'm not doing that on stream. I'm not spamming this 5,000 times, and we're not going to spend another hour waiting for these guys to unlock wheat and then farm that up for me. So I guess that's going to be it for the stream today. Idrelvari, thanks for stopping by. If anybody else watched this VOD all the way to the end, like, kudos to you, bravo, because this was not my best stream by a long shot. This game was not well suited for it. Maybe you were just curious to see how far my stamina could go in terms of a game like this, but either way, thank you for watching. We'll be back later today with some XCOM 2, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with another game demo, probably one that's a little bit more entertaining than this. Regardless, thank you guys for being part of my community and for all the likes and all that good stuff in the comments. And have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.